right, hello internet friends, I'm Ryan. This is Demos in the Dark. Sit back, relax. Hey, you remember this? This was the Tefi Vintage Lab's golden era real-time lo-fi machine. I demoed this on the channel here a couple years ago, and boy, did it blow up. It really blew up. And they ran into an issue with sourcing parts for this pedal. And so the pedal was discontinued. And this is not, I'm not being hyperbolic. I still get offers for this unit right here from people. And they're not small offers. They're pretty substantial offers. And I've talked to a few people who have picked one of these up on the used market, and they paid a hefty price. Worth it, maybe. This is one of, if not the best, lo-fi modulators in my opinion. So it's a bummer that it is non-existent anymore. Like, it's a major bummer. So what's the answer to that other than spending, tons and tons of cash on the used market? Well, let's see if they can catch lightning in a bottle twice. This is the Malinconia Analog Lo-Fi Machine. First thing I'm going to do here is run this down on a mix. I'm going to use it on guitars. I'm going to use it on Rhodes. I am going to use it on some synth keys, but we'll reamp through here and then come on back and we will check out the Malinconia Analog Lo-Fi Machine all by its lonesome. For sticking around. If this is the kind of thing that you enjoy looking at pedals, not necessarily from a shredding perspective, but from a songwriting perspective and a production perspective, then please subscribe. Don't be a stranger. Comment below, and I would love to hear what you have to think about these things, especially with something like this. So tonight I am running a Revolta Regatta with Righteous Sound pickups in it, and we're running into a Silktone amp. Silktone amp sounds like this. Okay, similar to the golden era, you have these two controls here. You have a warp and a wobble. The warp, we'll start with, that is supposed to be like a 45 record kind of spinning off of its axis. which is supposed to be like a tape machine, that tape head that's wobbling. And then you can mix those two together. So that's cool. You got speed control here where it controls the speed of both of them. So if we go real low with it. We have a filter control. So that is great. We have a bass cut on here, which is new. And that is really kind of necessary, especially, you know, if you got like a humbucking guitar like this and you want it to sound older, you really want to cut out some of that bass. That sounds old, so you take that off though. Definitely more modern with that full bass in, but you cut that out. And then, you know, we have from the old one, we still have it here. This is the noise control. Now here is something new. There's essentially like a preamp on here. So your output volume is right here, but then there's like this preamp volume, and we're gonna have to pull the output volume out a little bit. If we bring that back down, something a little bit cleaner. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it makes it sound so much cooler. And maybe we'll bring up some of that wobble. So the golden era was discontinued because of a parts shortage. I don't know what the new parts are in here in the new one. So I don't know what the difference is there. I'm able to see some differences just on the face of the pedal. The golden era had a waveform selector that does not exist. They had a toggle for the low cut that is now on a knob. And there are some really cool additions. Mostly that preamp thing on there is really, really cool. This just had a level control, a single level control. And so being able to really dial that in is spectacular. Other than that, everything's pretty darn similar. And parts, let's think about it this way. When you hire a mixing engineer, you're not hiring someone because of like the gear that they have or the whatever. If you are, you're doing it wrong. When you're hiring a mixing engineer, you're basically hiring someone's ears. You're paying for them to take sounds and manipulate them into something that you enjoy. You can apply that same logic to people who make pedals. And I think that these guys are just really, really good at dialing in the sounds that they want to hear and that I want to hear. And it doesn't really matter what the parts are because it's their brains doing it. And this thing is dialed in absolutely perfectly. I think it is absolutely amazing. So great job. Thank you for sending this over for me to check out. I'm super excited about it. And as always, thank you for the privilege of your time.